Hello everybody, welcome. This is Wendy. Grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable. This video is 20 minutes long. This is a holiday catalog product review featuring Stampin' Up! Products. So the holiday catalog is released now, today, so you can buy everything that you're seeing here. Yay! We're going to start with the Merry Cafe stamp set, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview of this set. I made all of these cute little cups using this set. The pumpkins I did not, but I thought they would pair cutely with the little apple cider here. And then I've got Merry Christmas and a little hot cocoa type thing and some witch's brew and some Christmas in a cup. So it just got a bunch of cute little cups. This was done on a Facebook Live video. So, and then of course there's this little sentiment. The great thing about this set is that it coordinates with the Coffee Cafe framelits from Stampin' Up! Those are available in the annual catalog. Okay, we're gonna move on to this sweet set, Hearts Come Home. And this stamp set is so cute, I just love it. Joy to the World is one of my favorite songs, so I loved that. And it's got all these great little images. And then it's got these fantastic die cuts called Hometown Greetings. And I've cut them all out so you can see them. And basically, the thing that I love about these die cuts is you can create quite a scene. They've got this great edgelet. So if you cut a piece of paper at 2 inches, you can cut that piece that you just saw there and create a bookmark. So that's really cute. Or you could create a tag, or you could create like a little candy holder using that. These edgelets are meant to be either stacked or used kind of tiered, so you can put it closer, higher, lower, you know, lots of different things that you can do with them. I cut them all in white just so that you could see them well against the crumb cake cardstock, but you could cut these all in black to make them look like a silhouette and create a really cool night sky behind them. You could layer yellow designers or yellow paper behind them to make it look like their lights are all on. So this is just a really fun, sweet set. Get a lot of use out of that. Okay, the Christmas quilt set. This set is so cute. You can stamp all these different images to create different patterns and colors for your quilt. You could do it Christmassy. Great thing about this is this does not have to be used for Christmas. You could use this any time of the year. These are all the fabulous die cuts. So it cuts these windows, but also all the little pieces that would go inside the window. So you would be able to stamp those and insert them back in if you wanted to. And you're definitely going to see some videos from me using this set because it's so cute. You've got this little spool here that you could wrap baker's twine around to make it look like twine or thread, or you could use real thread and wrap it around there. All right, the next one is our seasonal tags set. So love the stamp set, first of all, so cute. And then we've got the seasonal tags die that coordinate with it. So there's so many options for this set. You could use it for the obvious, which is making tags, which I've done here. But look, it's got all these cute sentiments to stamp inside the tags, and then it has all these cute little die cuts to go on the tags or on the card or project you're making. So here's what the tags look like. They are double-sided, so you have, they're asymmetrical also, so that they're front and back. So the great thing about these tags is you can use them for spinner cards to put in the middle of a spinner. You can use them for a tag. You can cut the fronts of them off and just use the front of them on a card base, so you're just seeing the front. I've colored all of these tags with Zig Clean Real Brush markers, and I wanted to show you really quick my trick for folding the tags so that everything lines up. What you do is you take your finger and you place it over the fold area and then fold down, so it's not a sharp fold. Line everything up and then do your creasing. That's been the way that I've done things in order to get everything to pair up really nicely. So super fun time with these. I've just had a blast. Like I said, you can cut off and just use the front. You could put them on the edge of a card so that when you open the card, you're seeing the front and the back, which is something I have plans to do. Lots and lots and lots of fun ideas for these little guys to use here. I love how that deer came out. My coloring is getting pretty good, folks. It's getting better all the time. Okay, so our next set is the Swirly Snowflakes Sentiments. Snowflake Sentiments and Swirly Snowflakes die. So this is such a delicate, intricate die. I just love it. It is going to be so cute to trim a card with or use on a box for a gift. You've got that little swirly sentiment, or I keep saying sentiment. You've got that little swirly curly Q up there, a couple of free snowflakes, and then a little tag. So some really, really cute options. And then there's a place that makes like little stitch marks also, framelit, that I didn't cut out. All right, next up is our Santa stamp set, Santa Suit and Santa Builder. This stamp set is to die for, and you can see here, you can stamp the outline and then stamp the color inside. All I've done with my die cuts is stamp the outline. I didn't stamp the insides of them yet because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with them, and I didn't want to end up stamping them all. But every single one of these has an inside cut that would allow you to basically color the images without having to color them, if that makes sense. So I thought these were really cute. And then the little man, yes, it is supposed to be Santa, but you could probably get away with using him as a little old man for something else, like a birthday card or something like that. The one thing I didn't cut out here was the hat. So I missed cutting that out. And then I didn't cut out all these little pieces that can go at the bottom of your tag. So these were designed, I believe, to cut out the bottom of your tag because they fit perfectly. So there's stars, and then there's little Christmas trees. So you would run this through your Big Shot and it would cut little Christmas trees out of the bottom. The fun thing about that is then you would have little Christmas trees to place on your card or projects. And then these are little candy canes. So really, really cute and fun set. This set I predict is going to be a huge seller. In fact, I'm even going to predict that it possibly will go on back order. So as of right now, we don't have anything on back order. So buy it. If you want it, get it now. Don't dilly-dally, pretty lady. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite sets in the whole catalog. And I didn't realize it until I started playing with it. It was cute, but wow, when I got into it, love, 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 love. So this is the Trim Your Stocking set. And I've cut out a whole bunch of the die cuts, and we're gonna do some stuff here. We're gonna make some things. First of all, there's this little ornament that comes in the set, and then there's this little teeny die cut that is this thin piece of trim. And I didn't realize what it was for until I cut everything, which is why I have learned to spend some time cutting out things with my die cuts, because I didn't realize it was to trim that ornament. So it gives that ornament some definition and different color. Okay, so here is a completed project using the die cuts. This is the stocking, and the back of the stocking is a little gift card holder or candy or whatever. You could use this to make all of your advent calendars. Like you could do 25 of these and create an advent calendar so that each one of them opened. You could use them to just give your gift card gifts in. This is just, I'm trying to show you the size here in comparison. Okay, and here's what else you can do. You can make a pillow box out of these. So you're gonna trim off your little tabby piece because you don't need that piece for this part of putting this together. And then you're gonna fold on all of your score lines and add adhesive. Now, on the top score lines, they're a half circle essentially. So you kind of have to push down and pinch and push down and pinch to get them to round nicely. Okay, I have tear and tape adhesive here and you definitely want to use strong adhesive. And on the other side of the box, I am going to trim off the tabs on the sides because you really don't need 2 sets of tabs. You only need 1 set. So I'm trimming off the tabs on each side with my paper snips, and then I will be able to adhere the other side to this side. This is Around the World Designer Series paper, in case you're wondering. And if you were one of the people that got in on my paper sampler, you will have a little sampler of this in your pack. Of course, you'll have 2 sheets of it. And so it's a wonderful paper. I thought it's so cute, and I thought, oh, this would be so cute to make a little gift card holder out of. So this will hold a gift card or money or whatever, a little piece of jewelry, whatever I decide to put in it for a Christmas goodie. All right, so I'm just going to adhere this side together, and it takes a little finesse. You really want to make sure that you're lining up your corners well. If your corners are off, your box will not close like it's supposed to. So I'm also putting them opposite end to opposite end. So one side of this little, so each end of this little gift box has a end that has the little notch cut out, like you see right there. See that little notch that was cut out? Well, this side has it too. If I would have put them the other way, both notches would have been at the same end. So keep that in mind when you're putting it together. Now I have this sweet little pillow box, and it was super easy and quick to make, and I love it, and I'm done. That's a Christmas wrapping. I'll put a bow around it with a tag. Finished. Okay, so now I wanted to show you how to put together the stocking. I had to fiddle with this quite a bit to realize how it went together. And I gotta tell you that it does not, even with tear and tape, it does not want to stick together very well. So either A, I'm doing something wrong, or B, it's just the shape of everything creates so much tension on the paper that it wants to pull apart. So here's my solution. Either use hot glue or staples. If you staple it or use hot glue, it is not going to come apart. It definitely wants to pull apart on its own when you get it all put together. The other thing I thought of doing afterwards, of course, is that you could take your bone folder and you could run it through the center of this stocking to kind of give the stocking a rounded shape and break down those fibers a little bit so that it would naturally want to bend a little more. So right now I'm trimming my stocking. I'm putting all the stuff on my stocking that I want on there and decorating it up first. Definitely recommend doing this first because once you get us all put together, your stocking is kind of curved. It's got a little bit of a bow to it. So it's better to do it while it's all flat than trying to do it after. Okay, so I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen to put down this little cute trim. And in the die cut set that comes with this bundle, there is this little die cut that has 8 little holes, basically, is what it is. I looked at it forever and I was like, what is this supposed to do? I do not understand what this is for. And then I realized it is the little decorations for your little baubles. Now here's what's interesting. The little trim that I just adhered has 9 little pom-poms or balls, whatever you want to call them, hanging. Sounds so inappropriate. I'm sorry. But, so it has those, and then these little teeny dots go in the center. But the die cut only cuts 8. So I ended up with one that didn't have anything on it, which was fine. I ended up trimming it off, and you could just run it through twice and you would have plenty. But, or you could do every other one and then it wouldn't look weird maybe, or you could do every other one in different colors. I don't know. So yeah, that little die cut that comes in the set, or framelit, I should say, it's got these little holes that it punches out. This is what it's intended for, I think. I believe. Would be my guess. Could be wrong. Okay, so now we've got the back piece of the stocking. You are going to fold on all the score lines, and then you need to add adhesive to all the score lines. So first things first is getting everything folded, and this is tough with cardstock. This bend fold here is really hard because it's like this weird shape. So just be very patient and pinch and fold, pinch and fold, pinch and fold, and you'll get it done the way you want it. The next step is to adhere this down to your stocking. So this is where things get a little weird. That little tab piece adheres to the back of your stocking in order to keep the bottom of this box closed, because you don't want it to fall open and you don't want your stuff to fall out. I tried putting this together several ways, and the way that I found easiest was to get it all put together and then adhere that little tab piece, because the most important part is lining the top of this piece up with the top of your stocking. If you don't get it lined up correctly at the top, then it will not work. So I'm sure Stampin' Up! Probably had some other way that this is supposed to go together, but this is what worked for me, was to line it up at the very top first, pinch it together, and then adhere it going down the stocking. Fold it over at that point. So now I've got that adhered really well. Now I can fold it over to the other side and adhere it. And then I can tuck my tab in, and it's not going to be connected at this point. And you can see here where this paper is really trying to resist me. See how it's flat? So what you have to do is you have to pop the front of that stocking up so that it's bowed in the front and bowed in the back. I know that I'm making this sound much more difficult than it is, but I promise you it's not that hard. It's just one of those things, and I'm sure the more of them you make, the easier it gets. But you can see here, the stocking in the front wants to bow in. So all you have to do is put your finger in and pop it out so it bows out. So then I took my bone folder and I slid it down inside, because I want to make sure that that little tab that we put adhesive on is adhered to the stocking, because if it's not, stuff will fall out the bottom of this little enclosure. Okay, so this is where I feel like if I would have taken the bone folder and pushed and used it to run it over the front of the stocking and created like the stocking to be like bowed up a little bit naturally, this would have gone together easier. All right, so I have the little stitched heart, and I am doing exactly that. You see what I just did there is I pulled it a little bit to kind of curve the heart. That's what I would have done with the stocking in hindsight. So in my future stockings, that's what I will be doing. So the other thing I thought to do is, if you wanted to staple all of this together but you didn't want the staple showing, you could cut a separate stocking and layer it over the top so that you wouldn't see the staples. So essentially you would have your base stocking, and then your decorative stocking you would put over the top so that you would never see the staples, and then you could definitely be assured that this is never going to come apart. When I picked this up later in the day, it was starting to pull apart from itself. So, and I used tear and tape. See this? See where it was pulling apart? So that is the only thing with this, is either I'm doing something wrong, or it's just so much tension on the paper that it just naturally is wanting to pull away, which is probably the case. So either use your bone folder to curve that stocking, or use staples or hot glue, and you won't have this issue. Okay? But aren't they cute? Oh my God, they're so worth the effort. I've got to say, they are so worth the effort. Every single one of my nieces and nephews is definitely getting one of these with a gift card in it, because it's just too cute not to do that. All right, so now we come to Night in Bethlehem and Bethlehem Edgelets. I love this set. It's so sweet. It totally speaks to my soul. I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe that he's our savior. So for me, this set is really cool, and I'm really looking forward to making some Christmas cards with this. It's a very sweet set. So I cut these in black because I probably will do some sort of really cool night sky. And somehow in the process of doing all of this, the little North Star, the little shining star that is a die cut, fell off of this paper. You're going to see it here at the very end. Oh, nope, you didn't. But that is the last product review I have for you. I have other stuff to show you, but it'll have to be in another video because this one's so long. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Hope you have a great day. Have fun shopping. And all the links to these products are below the video. So if you need any of them, make sure to visit my store and go and purchase stuff. Bye-bye.